Have you ever pondered what it truly means to be led by the shepherd? In the Bible, Psalm 23 provides a beautiful and comforting metaphor of God as a shepherd, guiding and protecting us, his flock. It begins with the assurance, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want." This statement is more than a declaration of faith. It's a testament to the sufficiency of God's provision. It's saying, "With God as my guide, my needs are met. There's nothing I lack, nothing I must strive for, because in him I have all I need." The next verse states, "He maketh me to lie down in green pastures, he leadeth me beside the still waters." Here we see a picture of tranquility and peace. God provides not just for our physical needs but also for our emotional and spiritual well-being. He offers rest and refreshment, leading us to places of peace and stillness where we can rejuvenate our weary souls. Verse 3 continues, "He restoreth my soul, he leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake." This verse reminds us of God's restorative power. He revives our spirit, guides us on the right path, and does so for his glory. With his guidance we walk in righteousness, reflecting his goodness to the world. In verse 4, we encounter a shift in tone. "Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me." Even in the darkest valleys of life, we need not fear. God's presence is our comfort, his guidance, our reassurance. His rod and staff, symbols of protection and guidance, bring us solace amidst uncertainty. Verses 5 and 6 wrap up this beautiful psalm with a picture of honor and abundance. "Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever." Despite the presence of adversaries, God honors us, filling our lives with blessings. His goodness and mercy accompany us throughout our lives, and ultimately we have the assurance of dwelling in the house of the Lord, in his divine presence, forever. In conclusion, Psalm 23 paints a vivid picture of God's love, care, and provision. It assures us that with God as our shepherd, we lack nothing. He leads us to places of rest and refreshment, guides us in righteousness, comforts us in dark times, honors us in the presence of our enemies, and promises us his eternal presence. Remember, being led by the shepherd means trusting in his guidance and resting in his care, today and forever.